Let's start with the thumb. I'll actually give you a little hand. I'm just going to put a bit of Pro Wrap. It's quite all right to use Pro Wrap in here, and see I've got this right up tight on the joint. So I'm going to put an anchor here, and the tape job that the tape job that I'm going to do is called the contact wrist. Okay, now I want you to spread your fingers hard, hard, hard. That's it. And just make that. That'll allow him to get all the movement out of his fingers. And I would spray the hand for this one. Spray this area up here. And for the contact thumb, I'm going to be putting a whole bunch of strips over the thumb this way. So now I need an anchor that's going to be running up here and down there on an angle. So on he's got a big hand. I can use full width strips, but when somebody with a little petite hand, I might not be able to. Now remember, when you're pinching through the web space, you're not so much trying to make the tape fit in here. All you're doing is doubling this edge. All you're doing is doubling the edge so it doesn't cut. Remember, the single edge of tape will cut skin, but a double edge won't. So I just need to make sure that I'm not going to have something in here that's going to cut his skin, and then I'm going to take this right back down, almost to the same place as I started from, and those are my anchors. Okay, now I'm going to start down here. I'm going to put these things that we just call hoods. Now you can just keep your thumb right up, straight up in the air. Now I want to make sure I'm starting right out at the end of the anchoring material, and go to the end of the anchoring material. And the first ones down here are kind of throwaways. I just want to make sure I don't have any skin showing here, and I don't want any shadows. And then I'm going to start working my way up. And you probably can't see this, but he can feel it. I'm pulling fairly hard on this tape, and that will keep the wrinkles out of the tape, but it's also going to secure his bones. But when I get up here, it's going to have quite an effect on what happens in the position of his thumb. So once I get up to the MCP joint here, and your roll, this conformation changes so much that your roll is going all over the place here, and that's one of the reasons. Now you see what happened to his thumb right then? When I pull here, down goes his thumb. So I can't actually put that one on yet. It's really important, and when I finish this tape job off, it's going to pull the thumb down a little bit. So I want him now to hold his, not hold, I want him to lock his thumb in a position where he wants it to be functional. Okay, and then he's going to give me a little bit more, and that's it. Now I want him to really lock that thumb there, and then I can pull down on these strips and make sure that I'm keeping it secure. And start right out at that anchoring material, and just keep working my way down here. And if this was sprayed, and you see, I have to keep that wrinkle out of there. And I'm going to go a little bit further. There we go. Oop, that one twisted on me. And I've got a bit of a tunnel in here. The tape is coming out past his web space. I don't want to go too far on that. I would like to get close to the IP joint on the thumb, but I don't think I'm going to go any further. I'm just going to double this up now so it's nice and strong and it's not going to tear. And then I'll just take these and just press them in like that, and that'll bring hopefully the thumb down to where it's in a good functional position. And then I'm just going to anchor all this stuff off again. So anchor up in here and just kind of pat that in, get a nice twist, lock those things in, and you're going to get a little bit of wrinkling on the back here from the pinching through the web space, and that's to be expected, but keep the tension on the tape, and that will help keep the wrinkles out. And then remember, always finish on the back. And I just want to lock this off back here. Ooh, I just got enough to go. Spread your fingers. That's it. And that would be a contact thumb tape job. And this is really good. I should be able to grab this and try and rip his thumb back and it won't go. Okay, it should be really, really strong. When this is sprayed with tape adherent, this will really lock it up. So this is an excellent tape job for supporting the carpal metacarpal joint down here and the metacarpal phalangeal joint. The problem with this one is that it puts the IP joint, the interphalangeal joint, at risk, because this is so locked up that if something grabs this finger and goes back, it's going to dislocate it. And that's a bit of an issue with this tape job, but I would use this tape job if I had somebody that had to wear a glove or a hand. Then this allows you to get a glove on like a wide receiver in football, or if you're in heavy contact where you're tackling and jersey grabbing and that sort of stuff, you want something that's really going to support the thumb. This is the tape job that you have to do. So we also have a non-contact tape job, and this one will give the athlete certainly more freedom of movement